Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, to Geiger's Grove. This formerly lush grove and soon-to-be thriving theme park was once the home to Rad Corp, the area's leading nuclear energy provider. Fortunately for us all, they up and left after filing for bankruptcy, leaving this beautiful land for Dr.DDub's Theme Park Creators, LLC, to begin work. We hope you enjoy your time here at Geiger's Grove and can guarantee that you'll leave with an experience, a memory, or an extra limb. Please bear with us as we ready the park for you to enter. Thank you again for your patronage, and enjoy your stay.
All right, guys. What do you think of our new park curator? A little on the quirky side, but I like him. I think he's a welcome addition to this park. Possibly in our future parks as well. Oh, I don't know. That was fun. I had a good time with that. All right, guys. Welcome to... I should probably change the name of it. Geiger's Grove. So if you haven't figured out by Geiger, if you've ever heard of a Geiger counter or watched any movies that has a Geiger counter in it, a Geiger counter is an instrument used to measure radiation. So we're getting real into the role play on this park. This park is going to be a theme park that's developed on the former land of a made-up corporation, Rad Corp, which is a nuclear reactor facility. So I'm going to be building some nuclear reactors. We're going to have fallout. We're going to have kind of nuclear dumping into the water. It's going to be really cool. I've got some really good plans for this park. I spent about an hour and a half prior to recording this just brainstorming, and I am so pumped. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go through all of our rides real quick. Rename, adjust prices, etc., repaint as necessary. This time I actually will be repainting some of these existing rides. But we're going to go through and take care of that real quick. So Monorail 1 here is going to be the Rad Corp Surveyor, not Crop. Rad Corp. Rad Corp Surveyor, because it's going to be going around the perimeter, surveying the corporation's lands. And I went ahead and hired 4 mechanics, 5 handymen, none with walkways yet. I will add those later. But I just wanted to get them out and starting to clean things. I also haven't gone back and added benches, lampposts, trash cans, etc. I'll do that later. I just want to start off by getting some things built, because if you guys saw in the very beginning, we had a park rating of 0, and I'd like to get that up so we can get some guests in our park ASAP. Okay, so Rad Corp Surveyor is $432. If you look at this, it's actually been in our park for 3 years, so we're only going to charge $4 instead of $4.30 just to kind of adjust for the degradation of the ride. And as far as the paint job goes, I just want to change the monorail cars to, I think, white and like a lime. Actually, no, that's a little bit too bright for this. We'll do that. So a white and a green. You're going to see a lot of green in this park. Green and kind of reddish are going to be our big kind of like nuclear colors. The red will make sense later. It's just the only land type that really looks, green. Looks like grass, not like nuclear waste. But the red that I'm going to be doing kind of does if you use your imagination a little bit. But Tree Topper, I want to make this thing look just really bright and in your face. So Tree Topper, we're going to rename to Forest Fallout. Fallout being the nuclear kind of debris that settles. It's not actual physical debris. It's, atoms. But we'll stick with log cars. I think those look kind of cool. But as far as the color scheme goes, we're going to make this just bright and in your face. Oh, yeah. Let's actually try white on the inside there. Ooh, I kind of like that. That looks good. And let's do those same neon green supports just to give it even more of that kind of radioactive color. I like it. It'll look even better once the rain stops. Period. I was about to say once the rain stops raining, but that's a little redundant. All right, so Forest Fallout is a 564 excitement rating. Why does everything seem to be broken as we go to it? I was wanting to kind of demo this and just kind of show you guys what it looks like, but it's broken right now. So we'll come back to that in a bit. Actually, let me just go ahead and get my mechanics in place as we go. So mechanic 4 will be Fallout. He can stay there covering that one. That's fine. But yeah, 564 excitement rating. So we'll do just $5. Again, this ride has been here for 3 years. I think they've all been here about 3 years, from what I checked at least. So, and people are still willing to ride them with even that slight price reduction. So not a huge reduction is necessary. But yeah, let's actually go ahead and watch this real quick. It's pretty small, or not pretty small. It's actually pretty good, pretty good size for a crazy caterpillar. But I really like the design. It's big, but it's not super compact, which I always like that kind of design for certain rides. But yeah, this is a cool ride. I like the log cars. No one's on this one right now, but it doesn't change too much with people on it. Oh, sorry there. I just had a cough and I didn't move my hand off the mouse, so I coughed and my screen jerked with my hand. My apologies. But yeah, this is a pretty short and sweet ride. It's actually almost done. It does one of these kind of up and down. And this is kind of where I got the name Fallout. It falls a ton. And it's radioactive, which is nice and fitting for this park. And it ends. Cool. You guys seen that. All right, so we've got this little outcropping here into kind of the forest, which is nice. I don't know what we'll do back here. Probably a gentle ride or two. I don't know. It's a nice area, though. And then we've got walkway going all the way over here to our second station at Rad Corp Surveyor. We continue around here. Nothing really much to see until we get to our food court, which we added. And I did some neon green or lime green umbrellas, again, for the radiation feel. And then over here, we've got Force 9, which I actually like the paint job on the track itself, but the car looks awful on it. I think that just matches horribly. We're going to name Force 9 Half-Life. Half-life is how much time it takes for a radioactive isotope to decay in half. So basically, how long does it take to lose half of what you start with? In simple terms. This is actually a crazy ride. How it has the stats it does, I'm not sure. If I were to build this, I feel like the excitement rating would be ultra extreme. But watch this real quick. I'm going to raise the price here to $7. But this thing is just insane. I don't know how people don't have whiplash. Like, it just whips around all these turns like crazy. And I know that's how this ride is designed. But still. I would never build a ride like this. It's way too intense. But apparently, it has good stats. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe they're doing something right. Who knows? But yeah, we can charge $7 for it. And then the trains on this, it's only actually one train. So the train on this, not the trains. I'd want to do... If we do white and purple, does that... Yeah, that actually looks really cool. Okay, we're going to stick with that. I was going to try making it contrast this, but I think that looks really nice. Cool, so that will work for that. Let's grab a handyman. Not a handyman, a mechanic for this one. Mechanic 1. Perfect. Name this guy... Halfy. Because why not? And then... What else do we have? We've got our third monorail. And I'm going to leave at least one mechanic just going wherever the heck he wants for the time being. I'll hire more later once we get more money. But for the time being, again, we're just going to have one free-floating for all three of those... all three of the stations for our Rad Corp surveyor. We'll name this guy... Higher. Not height. Nope. Cool. We'll keep him height. Whatever. We'll know what it means. And I noticed this issue when I was testing things in this park. People keep getting stuck with canoes. Like, that's not the first time that's happened. So I'm going to change it from canoes to water tricycles? Bumper boats? Let's do bumper boats. No, let's do rowing boats. Yeah, I like that. We'll do rowboats on this one. And this... We'll go ahead and open it. We obviously need to rename it because they're not riding canoes, and I don't want to deceive people. But the paint scheme on this, again, everything's going to... Actually, this one's on the water, and our radiation is red. This will make sense later on once I start adding things. But I'm going to do this red. We're going to name... Why did I open it? Oh, wait. I was just confused by the fact that I opened it and I need to change the paint on my boats. I'm not actually changing the boat style, but silly me. Okay, canoes is going to be renamed Mutation Station. Because my role playing for this is the water was like the dumping grounds for Rad Corp, the lucrative company that just didn't care about the earth and just dumped everything in this lake. So I'm calling it Mutation Station because they're on the water that is irradiated. $2 for this one. Again, I think this has been here 2 years ago, not 3. Close enough. We'll do $2 for that. And then the paint job, the black doesn't matter because we don't have track for this. And then I want the boats to still look wooden. Like always. We'll do those lighter boats. I think that looks nice. And then we'll see how the red seats look. I think that's a nice look. I like that. You know, they might come out with an extra toe or finger or limb or something, but, you know, it looks good. Okay, and I think that takes care of all of our pre-existing things in this part. Let me hire one more mechanic just to have one more, and while we're at it, we'll hire one more handyman. Again, just cause. Eventually, we will assign these guys specific footpaths or patrol areas. I should probably start calling them patrol areas because these are footpaths and they patrol a certain area on the footpath. Did I change my umbrella color? Dang it. Some people are going to have green. That's what I get for going too fast. And we're about to see those people. Or sorry, some people are going to have red. Oh, well. Okay, let's build something. We've got all of our shops and stalls done. And we have, what, a log flume. Oh, we have go-karts off the bat? Oh, we're going to start with that. Heck yeah. This is probably the first time we built this as our quote-unquote money maker of a ride instead of a shuttle loop. Times are a-changin'. Okay, where can we do this to have it look cool? What if we do it back here in this forest? This could be pretty sweet. Let me just see through scenery real quick so I can see where the flatland is. Because, guys, look at this. See that? All that? That is flat land. It exists. We haven't had that in I don't know how long. But we finally have flat land to work with. And it is a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, we're going to start the station back here. And oh, there's no trees in our way after all. Sweet. We're going to run it kind of through the forest here. I think this could look pretty sweet. Let me turn my view so I can see what I'm working with here. Yeah, this will work. All right, we're going to take it probably over this and then back through the forest, kind of work our way over. It's going to be kind of a giant figure eight. Not exactly a figure eight, but it'll look close enough. I think it'll work. If that wasn't the case. It'll still work. We'll just turn it instead. There we go. Okay. We'll go down one and then back up. So yeah, it's not going to be a perfect figure eight, but the general gist of a figure eight will be accomplished, I think. Or I hope. Can I take that up one more here? Will our supports work? I think they will. And this should take us over at 10 instead of 11. There we go. And hopefully I can do it there, which I can't. That's fine. We'll go across here, which still works and still works with our figure eight. And that's actually the perfect height to cross all this. Let's turn that here and cut across. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is one loop of the 8 that we're going for on the figure 8. And then we'll do the other one. I need to make sure I leave room for an entrance and exit. Do we have any station on this? We can add one more there for the exit, and the entrance can go... Let me actually get that built real quick so I don't put track in the way. If I do the entrance here, that'll use space that otherwise wouldn't be utilized, which is kind of nice. And then this could actually connect up. If I do it there, it's right in the way of that piece, which is fine because we can just turn it, go this way. No, that's not going to work after all. Can I go over the exit? I can, but I probably need to be one higher, I think. So let me just continue going up here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, that works. Cool, now let me get the pathways laid. Actually, those aren't going to be in my way after all. We don't need to worry about that. I think that was getting too high for supports. And there's a tree in my way. Okay, and we're almost done here. We just need to kind of turn it back around and we will be nice and done. This is one over. There we go. So not quite a figure 8. I'm saying that as I'm trying to correct that and make it slightly more figure 8-ish. If we do that, and then we should be able to add a little bit more station. Not sure if it's necessary, but we're going to add it nonetheless. Perfect. And then let's get some footpath going here. I'm going to need to make sure I remember to select this metal support style every time, because I can definitely see myself forgetting to do that and then getting upset with myself that I forgot. I can definitely see that happening. Get rid of that tree, and that is a beautiful line. I love that it goes underneath the monorail. It's perfect. All right, and then for the exit, it's one tile above flush right here, so we actually need to start going up immediately for it to connect up. And then we will hire one more mechanic. We'll name this guy... We'll wait for him to go back, and then we'll remove that. We'll name this guy Kurt. One letter off from cart. I think I'll remember them that way. Perfect, especially now that I said it. Kurt, and we'll hire one more handyman. Again, not giving footpaths yet, but this park was disgusting in the beginning. You guys saw how much vandalism there was and vomit everywhere. It was nasty. All right, let's go ahead and open Go-Karts 1 while we name it. I had a name here. Radon Racers. Oh yeah, this park is going to be very heavily science-y. So if you understand it all, good on you. I'm probably not going to be explaining all the names because they're going to get way too overly complicated, but we'll try to simplify some stuff. Radon is an element. We'll leave it at that. Radon's an element. And it sounds cool too. Radon Racers. All right, do we have stats yet? No, we don't, and we're not going to until we get until we get this completed. Let's do 2 laps on this. That's a pretty decent sized circuit. We'll paint it. The supports are fine being brown, but the rubber... Oh, no, I'm changing the wrong thing. Not the rubber, the tires. That's not brown. That's brown. Ooh, and that's actually a darker brown. I like that better. The tire barrier there is going to be that bright green. I think that looks beautiful. Okay, Radon Racers is good. We're going to do... Let's do different colors per car. I want to mix this up a little bit. We've got 12. Okay, so let's pick 4 colors. Heck, let's just do the 4 different greens. That's an easy paint job. And there we go. Radon Racers is all set. We don't have test results yet. I thought... Oh, we changed it once they got started. That's why. Drats. We'll get it here in a sec. We'll leave this open so we remember to adjust the price. And then in the meantime, let's build some smaller things. This park needs a little bit of smaller attractions to ride. Everything is a little bit more on the intense side at the moment. And one thing I wanted to do, I want to get really big into the theming of this park. I think it's a good one to do it on. So I'm actually going to do a little something right here that I think could look pretty cool. So we're going to bring this level with the path and bring it up by 2. And then we're going to do the same on either side, but leave it slanted like that. And we'll have to get rid of that bush because it's going to be in our way. Oh, and look at that excitement rating, $5.20. Oh, beautiful. 524 excitement rating, perfect. That's going to make us so much money so quick. No, not 540. I'm sure they'll still pay that, but we'll do 520. All right, and then on this, we're going to do... This is actually, I think it's called Martian Land. Yeah, Martian Land. We have every single scenery and theming pack unlocked in this park. We're not really going to use too much of it, but the Martian Land, we will. And I think that comes with the Martian theming objects, is the actual land type. So this needs to go up, I believe, to connect. That should connect up. Okay, it does. And then for the siding on this thing, we're going to do metal, just because I think it looks very just industrial. And that's kind of the vibe we're going for this park. Kind of an old nuclear reactor facility turned theme park. Hence the warning at the beginning of possibly leaving with a memory, an experience, or an extra limb somewhere down the road. I thought that was very fitting for this park. Okay, so let's put a sign right here, just kind of like a warning sign. We'll do a red banner with white text. I think that's the most illegible. And then we'll name this, or not name it, but we'll have the text say, caution. Nope, I am doing all the wrong things right now. Caution, colon, there we go. Hazmat ahead. I tried this earlier and hazardous material ahead doesn't fit. And for those of you that didn't know, hazmat, if you ever watch a movie and they wear hazmat suits, that stands for hazardous material suits. The more you know. Let's add, I want to be better about our shops and stalls. We were awful about it last park. I don't want that happening again. So we're going to add 2 more restrooms to total 4, just kind of on opposite ends here. Do another one right there. And we'll probably come back and add another 2 more info kiosks at some point, and then probably 2 more drink stalls and 2 more burger bars. Everything else we'll just have 1 of, just kind of in the main food court areas here at the front and back of our park. But I think that will do the trick as far as satisfying our guests' thirst and hunger. Okay, we have some small stuff we can build. I want to make sure I'm building some small stuff in each episode. I feel like we'll be a lot better off with money in this park. The hardest part is already done, fixing all the gross that was the footpaths. And now we actually have a park rating that's not 0, which is always a good thing. Can I do I can do one right here. This is going to be super simple. Let's get rid of some of these trees. Not all of them, just the ones in that area. We'll lower this tile here to utilize that tile. And then we'll do scrambled eggs. Perfect. Entrance can go on the back. Exit can go right up there in the front. And then the line for this will just snake along the back. I think that looks nice. And then exit connects up right there. Super simple. Super easy. All right, and then let's get a mechanic for this thing. That's going to be pretty much the only thing he does, but that's okay. We'll name this guy Egg. Why not? Okay, and then for Scrambled Eggs 1, we named a ride in, I think it was Quadricolor. We named our Scrambled Eggs Green Eggs and Ham. We're going to name this one Green Eggs Hold the Ham. Like just green, irradiated, mutated eggs. I think that's kind of cool. Green Eggs Hold the Ham. All right, perfect. Do we ever get reverse rotation mode or something? Not that it would really do much. You're still spinning, but I don't know. I think that'd be cool. And then this is going to be, you guessed it, green. Green everything. Ooh, I like that better. That's cool looking. You can't really see the difference, but it just makes it darker. Actually, you can on the back sides of the seats. That's where the difference is, that I can see at least. Perfect. And we can charge $230 for this thing. Beautiful. So simple. And that's a much more reasonably sized line for a scrambled eggs ride. I've been getting a little carried away with some of our other lines for such small rides. Like our swinging ship was just insane as far as the line goes in some of our past parks. All right, we are here in July. I want to build a couple more small things just so we can get them out of the way, so we don't have to be spending our valuable time in this park doing the small things. Let's actually do this right here in the corner. Kind of a little hidden gem. That can actually stay there. I almost got rid of that. That's going to go right there. Entrance and exit. This will be super simple. Boom. So easy. Let's actually grab our mechanic from here, Kurt, and have him come over here and cover this. Give him a little bit more to do. And let's do unlimited rides on this one. The line is short enough that it's not going to make people mad. So we'll do unlimited rides because that's going to up how much we can charge by quite a bit. And then for our slide, we're going to name it Photon Slider. Perfect. Photon is basically a thing of energy, little ball of energy, if you want to think of it that way. I'm not going to get into the very descriptive what things are because it's going to go... Well, it's been so long that since I've really done much with these words, but it would go over most of our heads. Not just your heads, but mine as well. Okay, so we'll just do a nice green and white there. Everything is going to be green in this park. Not everything, but it's going to be very green when it's all said and done. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Okay, what else did I want to do? I wanted to add something decor-wise. Oh, I remember what it was, but that's going to wait until we build a ride to go with it. because I think it'll look so cool. It's something I haven't really done yet, but it's gonna be awesome. Okay, I'm trying to find a spot for this right now. And this spot back here looks, or this path looks so strange. It's just cut into the land. Boat 2 hasn't returned yet. Come on, Boat 2. What you doing? You just taking your time? Oh, they're stuck back here. Silly people on Boat 2. I remember my first time riding a paddle boat. Okay, let's add this. Ooh, could we do it? No, we can't do it right here. That's not gonna... There's no room for path right there. Let's do it. Let's do it on the water. Why not? That's kind of cool, right? Right there, and then the entrance and exit will be very simple. Just 2 tiles each in length. Super-de-duper simple. And then we should be able to grab our... What did we call him? Bodie? I think. Height. Just kidding. Bodie would have been a good name too. Have him come all the way down here and cover this. There we go. And then Ferris wheel 1, we're going to up the rotations like always. Do reverse rotation because it's something different. Change it to a giant tire. Oh, wait. We can't do that. Just kidding. There's nothing other than Ferris wheel. And then we'll open it. We'll test and open it. And Ferris wheel 1... let me check my list here. Not at all related to a Ferris wheel, but sounds sick. Element 0. Actually, I remember how I did come to this name. A Ferris wheel is circular, so is the number 0. Element 0. Boom. There we go. Connecting the dots. They don't usually make sense in my head, so I try to make them make sense in yours. All right, element 0. Let's make this purple and green. I don't know why that color combination seems like it's going to be cool. Maybe because it totally is. Oh, yeah. I like doing the green there for the supports just because it's the only thing that ever gets in my way of viewing the purple outer ring. Minus, the backside and these inner spokes are blocking it, It continually obscures it. And if you do it in purple, to me, it just doesn't look as good. So we're going to do green. Perfect. Element 0 is ready to go. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Pretty simple. We didn't add too much of our own. What, 2, 3 smaller gentle and thrill rides and a go-karts ride? So we just did gentle and thrill rides. Next episode, we will most definitely be building a coaster of some sort. Not sure which one yet, but we have options. We might be doing a shuttle loop, spoiler alert, but we'll try to do something else. Again, we have 10 more grand that we can take out, and we'll also probably hire more handymen and assign them patrol areas before next episode, because this is going to be a constant issue if we don't. But all right, guys, thank you very much for joining me here on Geiger's Grove. I think this is going to be a really cool theme, and I hope you guys are excited for it. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. And until then, as always, take care.